B, I want to talk to you about the college thing, okay?
I'm so excited.
Hey, I'm not taking you with me.
I'm serious now. I don't want to find myself alone in the woods fighting 4 or 5 Decepticons and turn around and see you guys hiding in the bushes just waiting to see what happens. Everyone fights together, right?
Hello everyone, hope you all are enjoying your day today. However, I did not enjoy my day because I had to watch Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. It's no surprise to anyone that this movie sucks. Hell, even Michael Bay knows it sucks. But he blamed it due to the writer's strike and said he had 3 weeks to make the story. Honestly, it's a miracle there were any good scenes in this movie because of how shit the writing and the story was. So before I start complaining about the film, like I usually do, I'm gonna name some positives. Yes, it's not the worst film ever made. Or is it? At this point, who knows, right? The forest battle was awesome, and I really loved it. It was brutal, badass, heroic, and actually well directed. The factory shootout was also amazing, and I found it really awesome. Optimus Prime was amazing. Too bad he was barely in the movie. The other Autobots were pretty good, except for 2, which I'll get to in a bit. I love the villains, especially their performances. I like Hugo Weaving as Megatron and Tony Todd as the Fallen. I like the opening in this movie. No, not the BC one where apparently the Decepticons has always been there. But the Demolisher chase in China. The Devastator scene was awesome and was a highlight. The score was pretty good, as always. The Megatron resurrection scene was awesome and I loved it. That's pretty much it. Let's get to the negatives because, yeah, duh. That's pretty much it. Now let's get to the negatives. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The special effects are a bit clunky. And yeah, it's pretty weird to hear that since Transformers 2007 looked pretty good in comparison. The direction during the action sequences also really bothered me, since it was very shaky. In the last movie there was shaky cam, but it wasn't a big distraction, since it wasn't in every fight. Here, I don't know what Michael Bay was thinking, to be honest. It seemed that he really didn't care, and if you don't believe me...
Man, if you seen this shit... Predator ETA, 2 minutes.
5.7 meters above sea level, 2932 north.
Kill track 5205.
Target acquired.
Killing track
2, 1, fire.
He uses shots from his old films simply because, why not? Like there's this scene where Jetfire is talking to Optimus Prime, and the same facial expression is used, but it's filmed differently. Like, let me explain. Okay? Like, the same shot is used, but they flip it the other way. Like, why couldn't you just use a different expression on Optimus? Or a different position he was in? Oh, God. Anyways, if Michael Bay really cared about his film, he would notice that there were some huge plot holes. Like, why didn't the Autobots help Optimus, since they were literally right behind him?
I said we all fight together!
Or how the fuck did one piece of the Allspark get on Sam's jersey? He would have noticed it earlier. And how the fuck did he get the cube knowledge by just touching it? He was running in LA with the fucking cube in his hands. This shit makes no sense and is lazy as fuck. Also, who's gonna believe a guy that says he's from Sector 7 and is gonna tell you to shoot at the fucking pyramids? No. No. Speaking of things that don't make any sense, did Michael Bay get feedback from fans saying that we don't want to see any more Transformers, we just want to see Sam's parents? I thought this was a Transformers movie. Last film, they were at watchable levels, but here, They're so fucking painful to watch. This is fucking Transformers and not some shitty edgy comedy from the 2000s. Like, for example, Sam's mom eats a fucking weed brownie.
Weed muffins. Great. Just absolute perfection. Perfection!
The woman Decepticon was awful idea. Like, just awful. And wasted everyone's time because of its awkwardness. And the way Michael Bay directed her and Michaela just pissed me off again. Like, seriously, why not try to make them actual characters rather than sexy objects that turn on men? No offense, but as for the acting in this movie, Shia is unbearable in this movie. He's constantly screaming, even though it's not his fault, it's the script. I can tell he didn't enjoy this experience in this movie. I think Shia LaBeouf is a good actor. He's been in movies I love, and I praised his performance in those movies several times. Hell, he made me cry in Honey Boy and Fury with his performance. As for Megan Fox, she's not a good actress. I don't think I've ever enjoyed her in any movies. In this movie, her acting has improved while her character has not. I swear, if you're gonna make us follow the humans basically like almost the entire movie, at least make them likable rather than annoying.
All I ever wanted to be was an astronaut. Hold those.
What is that?
What? I wear them when I'm in a funk. So does Giambi, Jeter.
Which brings me up to the character of Leo, who is unbearable.
What is going on here?
How many times can you get tased in the nuts before you can't have kids?
I thought he was only going to be like in a couple scenes, but he's basically one of the main characters. Since he's the comic relief, he didn't make me laugh. He did make me laugh once. He was so fucking annoying compared to John Turturro's character, Seymour Simmons, who was actually hilarious and is very awesome. I really like him, except when I saw his ass. Now I regret seeing two asses in films. As for the other characters, their acting is fine. They're pretty good, but they're not worth mentioning because they're not any standouts. The racial stereotype Autobots that everyone complained about, Skids and Mudflap, were so incredibly unfunny and awkward as fuck. They really brought down the film by like a lot. Jetfire was so unfunny. Even though I found his character interesting, he's ruined by being the comic relief.
Fire! Oh, I said fire! Bollocks! That means worthless parts!
Michael Bay really needs to make better humor. Or better yet, hire better writers. Michael Bay is capable of making decent movies, but most of the time he doesn't give a shit, and that's the problem. If you enjoy this movie, I'm glad you did. Me personally, I'm giving the film a 2 out of 10. I'm done with this shit. Alright, I'll see you in the next Transformers review. Honestly, to be honest, I don't even know what my expectations are for Dark of the Moon, because I haven't seen that film in so long.
Starscream!
120